All right, guys, welcome to CrossFit Grandview podcast number 25. Today's podcast is just an update on reopening. So we got our reopen date yesterday, and we are set to reopen May 26th. We have not yet got our official guidelines on the COVID-19 Ohio website yet. So I'm not going to be able to completely dial everything in for you, but I'm going to go ahead and update you on what I do have. So we are going to reopen that Tuesday, May 26th. And what we'll be doing that weekend as well is launching Summer Shred. So Summer Shred's going to be back. We're going to nail down our first location. So Summer Shred is our off-site workouts. We do them every year. It's a 6-week off-site workout kind of competition. So what we do is we take a before picture. We do 6 weeks of off-site workouts. We do a test-in workout and a test-out workout. The last 2 years, we've done a 5K. We did have a group, and we all did the Arnold Pump and Run earlier. We did that Arnold Pump and Run, and we did a 5K test in and test out to that. So that's not what we're going to be doing this year. We're going to be doing a running burpee workout, which I'll announce when we put that Facebook event up for you guys. So we'll fill in all the details and where we're going to be at each week. So we go all over Columbus to all these outside parks and places, and we do different workouts, and it's a ton of fun. And it's also a great thing to do during this this whole COVID-19 lockdown, where it's easy to social distance. No one's really close to each other. We can spread way out, get fresh air, and the workouts are a ton of fun. Like I always say every year, I always come out of Summer Shred. Probably after that, for the next few weeks, is the best condition I'm in for the entire year. So what that looks like is it's a $25 buy-in, which we can just charge your account, and then the business doesn't make any money off of it. All we do is we pour all that money straight back into the prizes. So we've done a first, second, and third in previous years. We'll see what the turnout is. We may just pull it all into one big winner. But it will, again, be that combination of a before and after picture and a workout time at the beginning and time at the end. And myself and Kate run that on Saturdays, and we're going to be doing that at 8:30 a.m. And I believe it's Saturday the 30th is when we'll do that. Another announcement is Murph. So Murph is always traditionally done on Memorial Day. One thing is, actually, when I started CrossFit, it wasn't just everyone did Murph every Memorial Day. Murph was just a hero workout, and it was kind of done all over the map. So it wasn't always just done on Memorial Day. I'm going to move it this year, and this is going to, probably upset some people, but I'm moving it to the 4th of July, which is when we did it our first couple years, when we were actually back at the Old Road Gahanna location. So we did Murph on the 4th of July back then. I believe Friendship CrossFit also does Murph on the 4th of July. We're going to have another hero workout on Memorial Day. I'm still trying to plan that out. The reason behind this is coming from an at-home dumbbell-based workout program where many, if not most, of our members don't have access to a pull-up bar or haven't done kipping pull-ups in close to 3 months. Pouring 100 on you guys, basically 3 or 4 days into training again, is a recipe for disaster. So, I think it was a year or two ago, we had a couple of athletes who hadn't trained in a few months, came in, did Murph, and got some cases of some rhabdo, okay? And we've got enough issues on our hand just trying to get everything rocking and rolling from COVID back. We don't need 20 people dropping with rhabdo after doing Murph 3 or 4 days into training. We'll have a fun workout plan. We're going to honor our troops. It's going to be awesome. And we're going to attack Murph after we get a few months of consistent training the 4th of July. Of course, if you want to do Murph on your own, check out that outside workout video that I made a couple months ago on all those places that have pull-up bars and stuff all around Columbus. Grab your weight vest, attack it if you've been doing pull-ups, get after it. do it at your own risk, but I just don't want to put our general population at risk to get hurt. So I'm trying to be safe. Just looking out for you guys. So we'll have Murph the 4th of July, and then wrapping up Summer Shred, we are planning our pool party back at Premier Athletic Club July 11th, I believe. So it'll be a Saturday, July 11th. You can mark that in the books. I think we had to move the date. I'm not sure if we've confirmed it with them. Again, we have a lot of moving parts, but that is our tentative date for the pool party to wrap up the Summer Shred, which is always a ton of fun. We're in shape in the middle of summer, and then we get out to the pool, show everyone your hard work, and then I take care of all the drinks and everything for everyone. That pool party's a ton of fun, so hope you guys start to get all geared up for that. So I also have some really cool news. We're expecting with the guidelines that we're going to probably be distanced out, and we're already planning on taping off boxes and making stations for everybody. And what it's going to look like, you guys will sign in before class, similar to Rev or Power Hour, or if you've ever done an Orange Theory class or something like that. So you're going to sign into class in advance and lock down your spot, and you'll have spots inside. But it'll limit, the amount of people we will be able to get in, and, during those busier times, we want to really make sure we can try and, service all of you guys, and you're not having trouble finding spots in classes. So what I'm doing, and it's certainly not easy on a business that, we've, to be transparent with you, we've lost some membership, during this time, and we're down certainly in revenue a bit, but I'm putting all our chips in on that. We're going to come back and crush it, and I'm investing a lot of money into the gym, and I've got the go-ahead from our landlord. We're going to pour a slab of concrete right out where kind of that little grass area right outside of our garage door, which if you've seen, I've got a new garage door. Thanks to Tyler Ferrick's company, they went and installed a clear glass garage door, which is really cool, brings a lot of sunlight into the gym. We're going to install an awesome pull-up rig right out there for you guys. So what that's going to do is, especially during these warmer months, while COVID's still, a pretty active thing, it's going to allow us to socially distance, but it's going to add an extra, 30% to our operational capacity with the weather permitting. So we'll be able to have athletes outside, and we'll have a big concrete slab out there. We'll probably put stall mats on that for you guys to lift off of, and we'll have plenty of pull-up spots out there. And it's going to be great for like running workouts, and you'll have that pull-up rig, right outside. So I'm super excited. It's going to be one of the biggest projects we've ever had at the gym, and we're hoping to have that ready to rock and roll. Either right when we start or somewhere close to that. So everything's got to line up with weather, pouring a humongous slab of concrete, and and then installing a giant pull-up rig and bolting it into the ground and making sure it's safe and ready to rock and roll for you guys. But it's going to be awesome. We're going to be able to spread out, make sure we're not packed in, and make sure we're able to serve all of you guys and run classes, and then ideally, at noon and 5:30, we would probably move most of our level 2 training out there as well, which was going to be complicated to do without that. So I'm super stoked to announce that, and we've got the go ahead, and I've got quotes and things, and we just got to iron out a couple things before we start our construction on that, which will begin next week. One thing to look forward to when I get those guidelines next week, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot what it's going to look like for a day at CrossFit Grandview, which is going to probably look like we're entering through the lobby, we're sanitizing our hands when we walk in, we're walking in, we're finding our spot where we're going to have a station. You're going to have your rower and your equipment's going to be at your station. You'll do your class, and then you'll exit, you'll sanitize your hands, and you'll exit out the garage door. And we're going to just have a complete walkthrough of what that looks like. And then all of the more detailed protocols. We'll also be announcing what it's going to look like at Barbell. So again, class capacity is going to be reduced a little bit. So we're going to have tape lines. So we're going to mark everything off, all our stations off. But in a lot of ways, it's going to be really cool. Each station will have its own rower or its own bike. So you'll have your own equipment, and we're going to be able to do some cool workouts and some dynamic programming. And I think it's going to be, in a lot of ways, make the class really flow well, and it's going to be really organized and a well-oiled machine. And a lot of the things that we're doing with this probably won't go away, because it's going to keep things organized. We'll probably keep some spots where, even when this goes away, hey, you go to your spot that's going to be numbered, and it's just going to help organize the classes for the coaches, make it a more enjoyable experience for not only the staff, but also for you guys, because, you'll know exactly what to do, and things will move like a really well-oiled machine. So I'm so excited. We have a lot to look forward to. And for you guys, it's really neat in that you're going to get to add that part of your day back that, it's going to make you feel normal in a lot of ways. You went to the gym, it's part of your daily routine, and you're going to be able to get that back, and it's going to feel, life's going to start to feel a little bit more normal, I think, for a lot of us, just being able to get back to the gym. For those of us who are maybe at risk or just, we're a little squirrely about jumping right back into the gym, we want to see how things go. That at-home programming is not going anywhere. So I'm going to keep that going indefinitely. So that's going to be an indefinite program. What's really cool, myself and Mike, we've been talking about and planning, we're going to have a separate website that we're working on right now that will eventually house our online training and all of that. And it's going to be, part of our umbrella, but we're going to have a full online training website with more training options for you guys. It's going to be a more robust business in itself. And that's going to be something that's evolving throughout the summer, but we'll, hopefully have a official website for that launched in the next month or two. Right now, we just have a company that, is going to just start that project here in a little bit that we've talked to. So that's something that, that's in the works. And so if you guys love that online training, you're enjoying that programming, we have quite a few people actually out of state doing that as well, who are former members. That's not going anywhere. So I'm going to maintain that. You're going to see those videos. The one thing that will probably stop, and we'll have to kind of see how it goes and how it's going to work, is the Zoom classes that are on our normal schedule will be discontinued when we're doing our live classes in the gym. Although the training, the true coach programming, and your access to the coaches is not going anywhere. So you guys will be able to maintain all of that indefinitely, as long as you guys want to stay on it. And, we're going to keep improving and tweaking and making that product even better for you guys. So that's going to be a permanent offering that isn't ever going to go anywhere for you guys. So if you're into that, do not worry. It's here to stay. Couple little knick-knack things that we might not think about. Some things will change for a while, as far as we're not going to have a big community chalk bucket. So one thing you might want to do before we get in here is, buy some chalk and put it in a Ziploc bag or something. You'll be able to use your own chalk, but we're not going to have a community chalk bucket. We're also not going to just have community chalk where we scratch on the ground. I'm going to buy whiteboards and get dry erase markers and stuff like that. And we'll be able to kind of spray our dry erase markers off between people and this and that. But you'll have your own station, things, basically just general cleanliness of everything. I don't want tons of chalk everywhere, scratched on the ground. We want everything to look clean, feel clean, and be clean. So that's something that is going to change, and I don't want it to worry you or you to fret about it. We're going to have tons of options. We're going to sell chalk here for you guys. We'll sell liquid chalk here. So don't worry. But there's going to be lots of little things like that we'll talk about in the coming week that, might be a little bit different, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. Again, guys, I wish I had every little detail of what gym life is going to look like day one. But I just found out yesterday, so I just want to feed you guys something until we find out exactly what we're going to do. We meet with our team and we come up with our battle plan, and then we'll unroll, we'll kind of roll all that out to you guys next week. And, you know, it might not be perfect, you know, day one, but we'll continue to dial that in and make this as seamless as possible. The biggest thing, we want your gym experience to be a lot of fun and feel as normal as it can, while we're still being really safe. And all the training I'm writing right now is geared towards that. So, you know, we're going to be safe while still, like, you wouldn't know the difference between a regular workout and one of these. So hope you guys enjoy this podcast. We'll be putting these out again, like I said, more frequently, and I'll talk to you guys soon.